Alright, this is it. If I turn in this quest right now, I'm officially hitting level 90. And honestly, this is one of the best feelings in WoW every single time. Fresh character, fresh grind, and fresh gearing session. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty excited to gear this one up. So let's do it. Turn in the quest. Boom, level 90. And now that we're officially level 90, the goal for today is very simple. Take this fresh character from absolute garbage gear to around 245 item level in just a few hours. And I'm going to show you everything in order, step by step, exactly how I do it. So if you have got a fresh alt and you want to gear fast without wasting time, this should help you a lot. As you can see right now, I'm a fresh level 90 sitting at only 164 item level. So let's fix that. Step 1, auction house starter gears. So the very first thing I always do on a fresh character, auction house check. This is honestly one of the easiest shortcuts to make your character instantly usable. What I'm looking for here is simple. 198 item level gears or even 200 item level gear. As long as it's cheap, if a piece is around 200 gold, I'm buying it. Or even 250 gold is completely fine. Because at this point, I'm not trying to build a perfect character. I'm just trying to get my item level high enough to start doing all the contents that actually matters. And yeah, looks like I found a lot of gears. Some of the pieces were ridiculously overpriced, so I skipped those. No point paying scam prices for temporary gear. But even with that, after just a few minutes of buying the cheap stuff, I jumped up to 197 item level. And that is already a huge difference from where we started. Now the real gearing begins. Step 2, Cataclysm event quest, time walking. If it's available, then go for it. By the time I was making this video, a Cataclysm event was going on, and this is insanely good for gearing fresh alts. Even without it, no problem, but that's a bonus. So from this event, you can get 1 champion track gear and 1 hero track gear with the weekly quest, which is obviously massive this early. So first, I need to finish the event requirements. Part 1, run 5 time walking dungeons. That one was super easy. You just queue up, pay through them, and get it done pretty fast. And once that finished, move to part 2. I needed to join the time walking Firelands raid. And honestly, if you're doing this on an alt, do the raid. Seriously, don't skip it. It's very easy. It doesn't take that long, and you can literally just go to LFG, find a group, and clear it in like 20 minutes. And the nicest thing is, not only you're doing it for the quest reward, you also have a chance to get a champion track gear from the bosses. And that actually happened to me. I ended up getting 2 champion track pieces from the raid itself. So already at this point, we're getting a lot of value from just doing the event properly. This is one of those things that gives way more value than people realize. Now step 3, weekly quest plus world boss. After that, I moved on to another very important part of the weekly reset routine, the weekly quest and the world boss. This is another super easy thing you should always do on a fresh character, because from here you can get coffer key shards, a chance at veteran track gear, and if you're lucky, even champion gear from the world boss itself. Now obviously world boss loot is RNG, so sometimes it gives you something useful and sometimes it gives you emotional damage. But either way, it's still worth doing because the effort is so low. So I knocked that out too. And now at this point, I have stacked up a bunch of rewards from different sources, which means it's time for one of the most satisfying parts of all gearing. Step 4, opening all the rewards, big eye level jump. Now we open everything. We've got caches from the world quest, the Cataclysm event, the weekly quest, and all the random stuff we collected along the way. And honestly, we got a lot of upgrades. This is where the character really starts transforming. And after opening everything and equipping all the upgrades, I reached 220 item level. That is a massive jump considering we started at 164. And we're still nowhere near done. Step 5, special assignments, world quest caches. Now after that, I started doing some special assignment world quests, and these are really good because they can give you more cache boxes, more veteran track gears, and more importantly, more coffer key shards. And right now, those shards are super valuable because I'm already planned ahead. My real target is Tier 8 Bountiful Delves. That's where the gear starts getting really juicy. So I kept doing the assignments, grabbing the caches, opening them up, and yeah, more upgrades again. At this point, the gearing is actually moving insanely fast. And after all of that, we are already 224 item level in only around 1.5 hours. That is honestly ridiculous for a fresh character. And now we're entering the part where the real loot starts. Step 6, farming for delves. So before jumping straight into tier 8 Bountiful Delves, I needed to make sure I had enough setup for it, because this is where you can start getting guaranteed champion gear, and if you get lucky, even a treasure map, which can lead to a hero track gear. So yeah, this is absolutely one of the best things you should be doing on a fresh alt. But before I went in, I wanted to squeeze out just a little bit more power first, because the easier I can make those delves, the smoother the whole run becomes. And that's where another underrated system comes in. Step 7. Use the pray feature before delves. Before I started the tier 8 delves, I decided to do a bit of pray first. And honestly, pray is actually such a good alt gearing system, especially if you just want a few quick extra upgrades before jumping into harder contents. And if you already have Nightmare mode unlocked, even better. So I spent a little bit of time there trying to squeeze out some extra pieces just to clean up some of the weaker slots before delves. And once I felt ready, it was finally time. Tier 8 Bountiful delves. This is where the character really starts exploding in item level. And yeah, this gave me some massive upgrades, like actual meaningful pieces, not just random filler junk. This is the point where you really feel like your alt is becoming playable. And the best part, I got lucky and got the treasure map drop, which means another hero track gear. That one lucky drop alone can speed up your gearing so much. So after doing 4 Bountiful delves total and collecting all those upgrades, I reached 242 item level. From a fresh 164 item level character to 242 in just a few hours. That is already insane value. But I still wasn't done, because my target for today was specific 245 item level. And we're not stopping at 242. Step 9. Last few upgrades, pray again. So after delves, I went back and did a little bit of pray again, mainly because I still had a few really ugly weak slots left. You know those annoying pieces that are still sitting under 200 item level and just ruining your average? Yeah, those had to go. So I did a few more runs hoping for one clean upgrade, and luckily I got a hand slot upgrade that pushed me up to 243 item level. Now we're close, very close, but not quite there yet. So now it's time for the final trick, step 10. Using crests to hit 245. At this point I knew exactly what I needed to do. I had been saving some crests for this exact moment, because once you get close to your target item level, sometimes the fastest way to finish the job is not to keep gambling on drops. It's to just upgrade the gear you already have. And no, before anyone says it, this is not wasting crest. If a small crest invest let you instantly push into better content faster, that is worth it, especially on a fresh alt. So I upgraded a few of my lower pieces, some of the adventure track gear, even though that stuff will eventually get replaced soon. And I also upgraded one of my rings using champion crest, just enough to squeeze out of the final item level push. And then there we go, 245 item level, mission complete. And just like that, a few hours ago, this character was a fresh level 90 in 164 item level trash gear. And now we are 245 item level. And basically ready to start farming Mythic Plus already. And the best part is, I showed the entire process right in front of you. No theory, no fake base route nonsense, no weird spreadsheet only guide. This is literally a tested, practical gearing route that you can copy on your own fresh alt and get results fast. So if you were confused about what order to do things in, hopefully this video made it super simple. A quick recap of the route. Hit level 90, buy cheap auction house gear, do 5 time walking dungeons, do time walking fireland raids if it's still available, complete weekly plus world boss, open all caches, do special assignments, farm coffer key shards, do pray, spam tier 8 bountiful delves, use crest smartly to finish the push. And that should get you geared insanely fast. If this helps you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I also do live stream on and off, so if you ever catch me live, definitely come hang out. Alright, have a great day, good luck with your gearing. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.